Hello, I'm Sura. I'm an executive coach and meditation trainer. Talking today about wellness and meditation programs at corporations. I want to share some things that I notice about wellness programs in corporations, organizations, and what can be done differently to really create an impact, an effect on the well-being of our leaders and our employees. So the first thing is I am noticing with a lot of organizations that they're having a hard time getting meditation and mindfulness off the ground and really engaging people and learning techniques to reduce stress and learning relaxation and meditation. Why is that? Well, I've gone to some of these very large corporations and mid-sized organizations, and there is something that I see, which is oftentimes these meditation rooms are being used. People don't go into them. And when I go into these rooms, there are some things that I see, which is these rooms don't feel good to go into. Sometimes there's no windows. Oftentimes you can hear noise from another room, a conference room or an elevator or something that's nearby. So when you have a meditation space, it should really feel like that the moment you walk in there. It should have a feeling of privacy, of quiet, of beauty, where they feel uplifted inwardly when they go into these rooms, when they learn meditation. And that's a second thing I noticed, that it's hard for companies to get meditation to stick. I think there's a few reasons for this. I think it's finding really good teachers and leaders in meditation. If you have somebody that's really dedicated and committed, people will show up to that guided meditation or that guided practice when there is a strong leader leading the meditations. So finding qualified people to come into your organization is important. Another reason why meditation doesn't always work at the workplace is that people have a hard time relaxing at work. They're so turned on, their mind is so turned on from all the things that they've been doing. It's hard to really let go and drop into a meditative space and then be made to go back into that work mode again at times. Because sometimes meditation, when you go into that deeper space, it brings up deeper feelings, deeper emotions that you get connected to. And now you're having to process that or experience that shift at work and learning how to integrate that shift or that process at the workspace. Another reason why meditation might not stick is that the leaders don't engage in meditation. They're telling everybody else to do meditation, but they themselves don't practice or value meditation. So then it becomes really hard as somebody who's working for an organization to take that time out and really drop into and dedicate themselves to a practice where they're doing absolutely nothing. But this practice of doing nothing is meant to help them be more productive and healthy and perform better at work. But if the leaders aren't on board, the executive team, for example, then it's very challenging for other people to want to get on board too. It's really set by leadership example. And lastly, another reason why it can be difficult to stick is that people are learning this new practice within the context of what they're used to. They're at work, and it's more challenging to create a new pattern, to learn something new. I want to talk a little bit more about how we can make mindfulness and wellness more effective at the workplace. And the first is, taking people out of the regular context at work, giving them an opportunity to learn about meditation outside the workplace, at an event, a workshop, a separate space, or even better yet, in nature at a retreat. And that's why I think retreats are so powerful. They really build connection within the team and build those relationships to create more synergy at the workplace. And when you can engage the executive leaders and bring them out of their element into a natural place, an open place, a place where it's easy to create a new positive habit and really immerse yourself in that intensive study of that habit, it sticks. It's easier to bring that into now your everyday work life, and giving people that context where they can have a powerful experience and then continuing that context at work and integrating it with other learning platforms like online learning and online accountability is really helpful. So the more engagement there is, the more incentive, the more community there is around wellness and meditation, the more you're going to see that stick at the workplace. It'll incentivize people to really come together. It really starts with leadership. So leaders, take time to develop your practice, to go more deep into yourselves and develop yourself as a leader through meditation. And if you want to learn how to do that, check out our executive retreats and also our online learning course, Leading Edge, which is designed for C-level executive teams. Thank you so much for listening. I'd love to hear from you and hear what really works for you in developing meditation and wellness at the workplace and making it stick.